Psalm 14, a meditation. Psalm 14 presents a sobering picture of human nature and a hopeful vision of God's saving power. David begins with a striking statement. The fool says in his heart, "There is no God." This is not merely intellectual atheism, but practical denial, living as though God does not exist. To say there is no God in the heart means to ignore his authority, reject his wisdom, and dismiss accountability. Such thinking leads to corruption and injustice. David observes that people have turned aside. There is no one who does good, not even one. This psalm confronts the reality of universal sin. It reminds us that humanity, left to itself, drifts towards selfishness and moral decay. Paul later quotes this psalm in Romans 3 to emphasize that all stand in need of God's grace. Psalm 14 is not written to condemn one group of people, but to reveal the spiritual condition of all, apart from God. Yet in the midst of this bleak description, there is a powerful truth. The Lord looks down from heaven. God is not absent or unaware. He sees the hearts of men. He examines whether anyone seeks him. Though corruption may seem widespread, God remains sovereign and attentive. David also speaks of the oppression of the poor and the righteous. The wicked may devour God's people like bread, acting as though there will be no consequence. But the psalm declares that God is present in the company of the righteous. This is a comforting assurance, no matter how dark society becomes. God stands with his people. The psalm ends with hope. Oh, that salvation for Israel would come out of Zion. When the Lord restores his people, let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. Even when sin is widespread, salvation is possible. God is a restoring God. For Christians, this points forward to Christ, who brings redemption from Zion and restores what sin has broken. Psalm 14 challenges us to examine our hearts. Do we live as though God truly matters? And it comforts us with the truth that even in a fallen world, God sees, God judges, and God saves. Where human failure abounds, divine grace is ready to restore.